A real-life version of the Fast and Furious movies is being played out on Maine streets in the middle of the night, and police are trying to find ways to put a stop to it. Good evening. Thanks for being with us. I'm Brian Yukono.
And I'm Amanda Hill. For as long as there have been cars, there have been people looking to push them to their limits, often as a way to show off to their friends. And the latest version is called street takeovers.
Drifting, racing, and burnouts, common in other parts of the country, are now happening right here, probably closer than you might think. News 7's Chris Costa has been looking into this phenomenon and even talked to a driver who says there could be an easy solution to these Main Street takeovers.
It's just pure lawlessness.
When does the need for speed supersede the fear of death?
It's dangerous. It could injure somebody. It could kill somebody.
Speed spins and spills. Dozens of people and cars blocking off streets in the middle of the night to do this.
We don't necessarily think this happens in Maine, but it's here.
March 23rd, just after midnight. This group of almost 100 people blocked off Route 1 in Yarmouth for this thrill. When officers arrived, everyone scattered. At least, they seemed to. About 30 minutes later, officers in Falmouth responded to a Hannaford parking lot. They found 50 to 60 people, some performing the same stunts. The blue lights come on, the cars drive off. Until... About an hour later, police in South Portland responded to another group doing the same thing in the Maine Mall parking lot.
It's a recipe for disaster, injuring the people involved, injuring the bystanders, and any other road users out there as well.
And that's not the only incident. Last October, some of the same people blocked off a main road in Pownell, a group called the Slow Boys.
It's like, I can't even show you my face because then we're going to be harassed, and people, like anybody that's in this group, is just going to be targeted.
They describe themselves as car enthusiasts.
We personally enjoy the drifting. We like looking at cars, maybe hearing the sound of cars, the performance. It's nothing like, we're not stuntmen.
While late-night takeovers are not the only events they hold, those do cause the most problems.
I don't throw this out lightly, but people are going to get killed.
That's why Falmouth Police Chief John Kilbride gathered officers from all over southern Maine to figure out how to prevent any tragedies. The Slow Boys say the only time people have been hurt at their takeovers is when that person did not follow the guidance to stay back from the cars.
Well, I mean, what if that kid had been crushed?
Yeah, no, for sure. No, for sure. And at the same time, this is where we tell people to back up and all that. And there is definitely people who get hurt, and we're definitely trying to prevent that.
For police, it's not so much about what these drivers are doing, but where.
We had a pretty big discussion because a lot of the people didn't want this to be on the road.
Like, once you go to a public place, a public street, like aren't you then subject to, regular laws in the state of Maine?
Yeah, of course. Going in the street definitely isn't right, and it definitely isn't like the best option, but it's like one of the only options we have without getting in trouble. So it's like, I don't know. And
well,
at the end of the
but
day,
then you kind of do get in trouble, right?
Yeah, we do. We do at the end of the day.
The Slow Boys tell us they want a space that is free and open whenever they want to use it.
If Maine funded a pit for Slow Boys, you wouldn't be hearing the word takeover pretty much.
As long as these young adults keep taking over public roads, police say they have no choice.
We're not going away. We're not going to sit back and watch it. We're going to take measures. Anyone that participates in this, there's going to be repercussions.
Chris Costa with that story. Police and AAA say if you see a street takeover like the ones you just saw in Chris's story, for your own safety, just turn around, go the other way.
The difficulty for police is that this is all secretly coordinated through social media with no public details about where and when the next takeover will happen. So Chief Kilbride said there's no indication of any other illegal activity involved in these incidents.
However, he says his officers have tracked down Mainers who have attended takeovers in the past. Law enforcement say the most effective method to curb this kind of behavior is to seize the cars that are involved.